on YouTube? It's your boy Brent.
My name is Lizelle, guys, and welcome back to our channel. It's for my channel.
Alright, so for today's video, guys, we are going to compare for a little bit about the Indian lifestyle versus the American lifestyle. Because usually, or we also would like to react to Indian versus Filipino lifestyle, but there's no video on that.
Yes.
And you guys have been suggesting this on our YouTube page. So that's the reason why we're gonna do this video. We're gonna check out a little bit about the lifestyle of both countries, since we know as of or for now that India has high respect for the U.S.
Yes.
For today, especially when the President Donald Trump visited India, he was welcomed with open arms, and they really seem to like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna check out this video,
Yes.
which has a better lifestyle, which I hate that type of comparison. Actually, I don't like to compare lifestyles, but since you guys requested this, let's go ahead and jump into the video. But first, if you haven't already, man, hit that subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be updated with our latest reactions. And if you like the video by the end of it, man, hit that like and let us know in the comment section what you think about the video itself.
Yes, guys. So without further ado, let's get
Let's start.
India and the United States of America are two countries which are progressive in their own way. USA, of course, is a superpower, and India in the recent past has imbibed a lot from the Western ways of living. However, in this video, I am going to compare the modern American ways of living with our ancient Indian style of living in 7 major categories. I will also share with you my personal take on the matter so that we can get the best of both the worlds. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. Starting with number 7 on the list are clothes. In India, it was always counselled to dress in natural fibers that breathe. Specific clothes were even described for specific seasons. Cotton in summers, wool in winters, silk in rainy season, and so on. Even the ornaments worn by women were not just for physical appeal but had a health aspect to it. Gold was known to boost immunity, silver to cool inflammation, copper is antiseptic, and so on. Basically, there was a whole science of dressing for optimum physical and mental well-being, referred to as Ayurvastra in our yogic scriptures. However, the American style of clothing is mostly focused on convenience and comfort, which is why they prefer synthetic fibers which do not wrinkle easily, are more durable, and are easy to manufacture. Then there is the climatic aspect to it as well. The tight clothing like suits, ties, and shoes does help them beat off the extreme chilling climate in the West. Indians in hot tropical climate were better off in loose clothes and chappals. Next on the list is food. For an average American, nearly 2/3 of his daily calories come from ultra-processed food, according to a study done at the University of San Diego. This is because Americans focused on convenience and productivity. Indians, on the other hand, have always preferred cooking their meals from scratch at home. The endless variety of Indian cuisine is an evidence of it. Even the harder tasks of procuring and hand-pounding the spices at home, preparing ghee at home were not uncommon. Indians have always considered kitchens to be no less than a working dispensary where different herbs and spices were carefully used not just to satisfy the palate but to ignite the digestive fires as suggested in the Ayurvedic scriptures. Another major difference lies in the food choices. American food is largely meat-based. In the US, the meat consumption is at a staggering 90 to 125 kg per person per year, a majority of which comes from red meats like pork and beef. On the other hand, Indian society used to be majorly vegetarian. Ancient Indian principles of food suggested that man, being the most conscious animal on earth, should eat food which involves least amount of violence. Eating vegetarian may seem as a backward practice at first, but in the recent past, due to the spread of so many animal origin viruses, it actually seems a far-sighted thought. Now let us talk about the eating styles. There is a stark difference in the eating habits of ancient Indians and modern Americans. Driven by comfort and time-saving practices, Americans prefer eating sitting on a dining table, whereas driven by health and spiritual goals, Indians would prefer eating on the floor sitting cross-legged. This asana is called Sukhasana, which is considered ideal to digest food. Americans find eating with hands to be gross. They use sophisticated cutlery. Indians, on the other hand, understood that the fingertips literally charge the food particles, which makes it get digested and assimilated better. Indians also practice eating on banana leaf and plates made of sun leaves, which are not only eco-friendly but also offer numerous health benefits. Americans did not mind eating in disposable plastic plates. Next is sustainability versus convenience. There are many distinct habits of modern Americans and ancient Indians that suggest that modern Americans are more inclined towards convenience, while Indians believed in sustainable living. One is the preference of toilet papers by Americans to clean the bum after defecation instead of using water. Washing rather than wiping is not only more hygienic and healthy but also helps the environment in a huge way. But wait a minute, isn't water also a scarce resource for us? Of course it is, but the disturbing fact is that just one toilet paper uses a whopping 140 liters of water to get manufactured. After washing hands, an American would look for a tissue paper while an Indian would use a cotton cloth. Americans clean their teeth using plastic toothbrushes and chemical-based toothpastes, whereas Indians always preferred the eco-friendly and non-toxic quicks. Even for cleaning the tongue, Indians preferred the antimicrobial copper-based tongue cleaners rather than the convenient but non-biodegradable plastic ones. Then Americans preferred the convenient aluminium foils to wrap their foods, ignoring the repercussions of it. While Indians always felt muslin cloths are a healthier choice, as unlike aluminium, they do not leach any chemicals into the food. Indians would prefer cool water from a matka rather than a refrigerator. It is not a coincidence that you are less likely to catch sore throat when you drink optimally cool water from a biodegradable mud pot. Now let's differentiate the general ways of living. An American would shake hands when greeting, while an Indian would fold hands in a namaskar mudra. This is one thing that the world has now started to appreciate. The literal meaning of namaste is namaha, that is, I bow down to the divine soul within you. Not only it enhances the feeling of gratitude, but is also more hygienic. Unlike Americans, Indians would always remove the shoes outside the house before entering. It's another intelligent way to keep the germs at bay and even saves your time and effort in cleaning the house. The way Indian and Western style toilets were designed is surprisingly a good way to understand the philosophies to the way of life of both these nations. While in Indian style there is no contact of the buttocks or thighs to a seat that could be unhygienic. Then it's a proven fact today that the closer we are to squatting, the more easily we empty the bowels. While the Indian style toilet is more convenient for your intestine, Western style is more comfortable to sit at, which led to its fast adoption. Next point on the list is areas of innovation. There is no doubt about the fact that America has produced some of the most innovative products in the last century. America is the hub of new products and is a heart of innovation across the globe, be it milestone achievements in communication, transport, electricity, or daily consumer products. The American innovation has been driven to boost efficiency, productivity, comfort, and materialism, which in turn uplifts the economy. On the other hand, Indian innovation was mostly focused on spiritual growth without compromising on environment or personal health. It might seem a hard fact to digest now, but Indian innovation has been par excellence when it comes to architecture of temples, be it the Kailasha temple of Ellora or the Hampi temple whose stones sound like musical instruments, the unbelievable style of cooking food, or the smartly built forts by the kings, or the mysterious 1600-year-old iron pillar of Delhi which has not rusted yet. These are few among the many riddles which scientists are still trying to figure out. Finally, let's talk about the proactive versus reactive approach. There are many ways one can conclude that Indians were proactive, whereas Americans have been reactive in approaching health and well-being. For example, India has always propagated the use of clay pots for cooking, which retains the maximum nutrition of food, has no side effects, and is also biodegradable. On the other hand, most Americans use the convenient non-stick cookware, which surely would not make their omelets stick, but the toxic fumes of the coating of utensil would definitely harm them in the long run. According to American school of thought, food is merely a combination of nutrients. This has led to the extensive use of synthetic multivitamin pills in the West. Indians, on the other hand, had more natural ways integrated in their lifestyle, which provided them with the necessary micronutrients. Cooking in cast iron pots kept their iron levels in check. Tin coating inside the brass cooking utensils was a way by which Indians would get their daily dosage of zinc. Drinking water from copper vessels kept their copper levels to optimum. And of course, Indians pressed on eating local fruits and vegetables because they knew that their bodies would assimilate the micronutrients from them much better. Americans today are trying to battle with their sleep issues, depression, and stress through synthetic pills. For Indians, yoga was a way of life which would align their inner energies with the nature so that stress, anxiety, obesity, depression, and insomnia were not more a concern. Even in money matters, Americans do not focus much on savings. Indians, on the other hand, spend less and save more for the future. So we can see that American ways of living are short-term, comfort-oriented, with some having major trade-offs in health and well-being. And ancient Indian ways of living were driven by long-term spiritual goals without any compromise on environment or health. Although it will be a hard pill for us to swallow that many of the ancient Indian practices mentioned in this video may not fit in our urban lifestyle. Honestly, how many of us can use cow dung cakes for daily cooking? Nor would we want to use cancer-causing non-stick pans that West gifted to us. So what is the solution? Like all Indian practices are not impractical, not all American ways of living are bad for health. We can try to pick the best of both the worlds so that the whole package is somewhat practical with least compromise on health. Like for all the packaged products we buy, we can at least make sure that they use safe and natural ingredients. Switching to Twix instead of commercial toothpaste may not be a pragmatic option for many, but least we can do is start using the safer ones. Including seasonal and local fruits and vegetables in our diet is fairly a practical thing to do. Likewise, it may be hard for you to eat all your meals with hands sitting down on the floor, but the least we can do is to eat every meal consciously with a feeling of gratitude. In case of cookware, we can easily replace aluminium and plastic stuff with our good old metals and clay pots. Similarly, it may not be feasible for us to do yoga for 2 hours, but at least we can do is start doing it for 15 minutes. We can then tackle our modern day hurdles with smile and calmness. Importantly, we should not look at our practices from the eyes of the West. Many practices may seem backward at once, but were actually far-sighted. Indian culture is extremely rich in its own way and we should be proud of it. I want to thank Grow for partnering with us for this video. We Indians have always been smart with savings. What would be even smarter is to invest our savings so that they can compound and grow for us. Grow is a new age free online mutual fund investment platform which makes investment easy, transparent and secure.
Alright, so this is now focus on the ads. Alright,
Yes.
so
Okay, so
what's your take on it?
okay, for me, there's a similarities because my grandmother in their kababataan, in the panahon, what do we,
Okay, in their younger years?
oh yes, in the younger years, they use, instead of toothbrush, they use the twigs of the guava.
Guavas.
Yes,
Guava trees. Okay.
yes, and also they use the guava leaves to toothbrush their teeth. And with no toothpaste, they use salt.
Oh.
Yes, that's
Alright.
right. And most commonly is we used also hand when we eat. When we eat.
Of course, that's a common practice here in the Philippines.
yes,
So-
and I'm best.
well, not really a common practice, but you see it once in a while every time you're in the
Yes, and also based on my observation now that we are in the modern age or modern world, we are imitating to other countries, such as clothing, food, hobbies.
party. Well, not really much of clothing, just because
Because
even
some,
here in the Philippines, we use comfortable wear just because of the weather.
Because some of the millennials, we call them millennials, they copy how they dress, the trending dress,
Oh,
like
yeah.
K-pop, like whatsoever, and
Which sometimes doesn't make sense just because of our climate here in the Philippines.
yeah, but
You see people wearing turtleneck when it's 38 degrees outside.
yes,
Are you kidding?
and most of them, based on my observation also, most of the Indians, they not wearing the cultural dress. Yes, some of them.
Oh.
Yes, some of them, not all of them, some of them. And it is so sad to think that they have
Someone's doing a little
they
fun.
have forgotten what they are in terms of culture and the traditions.
Okay. So, well, basically, he's comparing the ancient lifestyle of
Yeah.
Indian versus the modern lifestyle.
And a modern lifestyle.
So, we can't really say what's the comparison as of now. But I think there is still some influences from the West on the culture as of the moment. But the thing about India is they never forget the tradition that they have. So, every day you'll always see people, traditionally speaking, do their do their traditions rather than just following what the West is doing right now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be. And another thing about the comparison, let me try to compare it in Philippines as well. Some of us still use clay pots.
Yes.
And I always believe that using non-stick pans will always be bad for your health just because of the fumes. As he mentioned on the video, the fumes coming from those non-stick pans are really dangerous. And sometimes the non-stick pans that are being sold tend to lose its non-stick coat. And then it becomes part of the meal, which is very dangerous. So that's why we try to avoid non-stick pans all in all. Well, here in our household as well, But there is a lot of similarities in India, in the Philippines. As well.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
So, case in point, what he said was very intriguing and actually kind of agree with because if you wanna take a look, if you wanna compare, you get to take some of the good stuff from your tradition and from their way of living, and then just try to find sort of like the meeting point in which you can incorporate their culture and
your
culture, as
culture.
well, which is I think what's happening right now.
Yeah.
We also incorporate some of the US lifestyle, but then incorporate with the Filipino lifestyle.
But in the Philippines, most of the millennials, they imitate the lifestyle or how they dress, like the K-pop, like the trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my god.
Which I'm not gonna say it.
Yes. So
But
yes,
anyways,
guys.
that was a reaction to the Indian lifestyle versus American lifestyle. If you like the video, guys, let him know, and on his channel, it's gonna be in the description box down below. And if you like our reaction to it, let us know by hitting that like and also in the comment section down below.
Yes, guys. So thank you so much once again, guys, and see you to our next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.